Hello everyone, this is Spring, the fiber enthusiast. I'm back with another tatting tutorial. Let's make some earrings. How about some Valentine's themed earrings? So, when I was in Walmart one day, over in the jewelry charm section, I picked up a packet of miscellaneous charms, and there was a lot of doubles. So in that, I found some that I liked for stitch markers and some that I liked for making earrings and such. So with that being said, I decided to go with these cute little hearts to go at the bottom of the earring. So you'll need charms if you want. I prefer to have a little charm at the bottom of the earring. To me, it just kind of enhances the whole overall look. You will need a jump ring to add that charm to the bottom of the earring. And then you'll need some type of ear wire or ear post, depending on your preference. If you choose to do so, you need some type of needle threader. Your corresponding tatting needle for the thread that you're using. I'm using number 10 thread. So that means I am going to be using my number 5 tatting needle. For today's tutorial, I will be using a red and a white number 10 mercerized cotton thread. Brand is not important as much as the size and needle that you are using. For today's tutorial, it will be using the split ring method. Let me get some of this stuff out of my way. You will also need a pair of jewelry pliers. Of course, these aren't little tiny itty bitty jewelry pliers. I'm kind of like farmhand, you know. So, of course, I have snap-on needle nose pliers. All right, to get started, we are going to start with our white, and let's see here. Need a pretty good tail for the white. Actually, I'm going to start with the red. No, I'm going to start with the white. Yeah, I'll start with the white. Don't need as much of a tail for the white as we will the red. Okay. I am not threading my needle at this point. I will after I finish putting what I need, both colors, on here. So I'm going to start with the white, and I don't need a whole lot of tail for the white because the red is the one that's going to be traveling back and forth through. So we'll need more tail for it. The white, basically what's down here at the bottom of this ring, is all you will need for the white. So just enough to, you know, kind of sew in at the end. So we are going to place 5 double stitches on the pointed end of our needle. There's 5, 1 picot, and 3 more double stitches. Okay? So now that's it for the white on this ring. Turn your needle over so that the eye of your needle is in your left hand. Grab hold of your work with your right hand And now you can pick up your alternating color. I'm using red because I am doing a Valentine's themed set of earrings. Now for this particular earring, you're going to need a couple feet of red. Tail. Okay, so with the eye on your left-hand side, you're going to take your red thread. Now you're going to take the thread from your ball and place it on the bottom side of your needle and hold it tight. So that way your tail is up over the top here. Just kind of looped around behind the needle. Because you are going to work with your tail thread. That's why you need so much of it. So we're going to place 5 double stitches. We're going to replicate what we did on the opposite side when we did the white. So we need 5 double stitches, picot, and 3 more double stitches. Okay. So your red thread, you're working from the tail. The white thread, you're working from the ball. Okay. So here we are together. We actually can cut away from our red ball of thread now. As soon as I find my scissors. Okay? Because we no longer need that. We have what we need. Okay. So the white is attached to the ball. The red is just a tail. Now what we're going to do is we're going to insert the red tail thread through the eye of our needle. Okay, so now that we have the tail thread through the eye of our needle, we're going to turn our work back over so that way the white is on our left-hand side. Holding the work with your left hand and holding that tail thread so that way it doesn't go all the way through because we are making a ring. We're going to slide our needle and our tail thread through, going slow because it will, with all of this excess thread, it will knot on you if you're not careful. So go slow. Okay, bringing your needle and your tail thread through that reserved loop. Now cinch down the reserved loop and close to form a ring, just like that. Turn your work over. Place a knot. Okay, so now you have the white on your left-hand side. You're going to place your needle on top of the knot you just created. 4 double stitches. One picot. and 2 more double stitches. Okay? Again, we are going to turn our whole thing over, needle and work over. Remove the thread from your eye of your needle. Using your tail thread, the red thread, place 4 double stitches onto the needle from the eye side of the needle. One picot and 2 more double stitches. Turn your work back over, replacing your tail thread back through the eye of your needle. Now pull your needle and tail thread through, reserving a loop of your tail thread. Insert your needle through that loop from back to front. Cinch down that reserved thread and close to form a ring. Turn your work over and place a knot. Once again, your white thread should be on your left-hand side. Now we're going to place 3 double stitches, one picot, and 1 double stitch. Turn your work over, removing that tail thread from the eye of your needle. You're now going to use your red thread and place 3 double stitches over that end of the needle. One picot and 1 more double stitch. Turn your work back over. Replace the tail back into the eye of your needle. Pull your needle and tail thread through, reserving a loop of tail thread. Insert your needle from back to front through that reserved loop. Cinch it down good and tight and close to form a ring. Turn your work over and place a knot. Once again, your white thread will be on your left. Go ahead and place 3 double stitches of white. Turn your work over. Remove your tail thread, which is your red thread, and place 3 double stitches of red on your needle. Like such. Turn over your work and replace your tail thread back through the eye of your needle. reserving a loop of tail thread. Pull your needle and tail thread through your work, inserting your needle from back to front through the reserved loop. Cinch that reserved loop down and close to form a ring. Turn your work and place a knot. And now sew in all 4 ends of your threads, your bottom 2 and your top 2, and we will get back together to add our jewelry. Okay, now we'll add the jewelry. So I'm going to get my jewelry pliers here and my jump ring. And when I'm splitting my jump ring, I try to make sure that the part that it's going to separate at is over the top of where my pliers are going to split, so that way it is most evenly split. Less of a chance of having an issue trying to get it all back together again. Now I take my jewelry, my little charm, and add to it. And on the biggest ring is where I'm going to slide that onto that jump ring also. So both the charm and the largest part of the tatting part of the earring that we made are on that jump ring. Now I'm going to hold it together and squeeze those 2 pieces back together. Now you can take a little bit of jewelry glue and put on there just to ensure that nothing comes apart. That is completely up to you. I generally do, just to close up that little gap right there. Okay, so that's that part. Now we need to put our fishhook earring, or whichever earring you choose, you know, the earring wire that you choose to put on it. For this particular one, I just happen to be using a fishhook style. When you're adding your hook, you need to make sure that you put the earring part on the right way, so when it hangs in your ear, the front of your charm is actually showing. So make sure you're watching to see which direction your hook is going and which direction your jewelry is going. I have made the mistake and put them on backwards and had to fix it. Now this is a little bit more of a pain to get in there, but just slip it through the ring that you created. There we go. The ring that you created, the very last ring, go ahead and slip that through. And now we're gonna close it up. There we go. Now we got it closed up. These slide back down over the top of it. And here you have it. Now I will put it on the blocking board and spray it down with starch and get it all shaped nice and neat. And then I'll take a final picture of it and show you what it looks like. Now, if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below letting me know. Also, if you make anything that I have shown you how to make. I would love to see your work. You can join my Facebook group. The link is down in the description box, also up in the banner of my main YouTube channel page. You can email me a picture, and you can also send it to me in an Instagram. Tag me in it. Let me see. I would love to see your work. Okay, guys, that's it for today's Valentine split ring earring tutorial. I once again hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye, guys.